I've got my new Toguard 4K dash cam here. Here's the camera itself, protected in a nice little bag, of course. There's a little screw there for the mounts. You get two mounts with this camera, and some control buttons on the side and on the other side as well. And I believe it has a touch screen. Here is the cable, which is designed to be plenty long enough to plug in the centre of your car where the charge point is, and then run through the trim up to the middle of the windscreen, so that your cable's out of the way and everything. And this is one of the mounts. This one is a suction mount, so you've got this little lever here which sucks it onto the window, and there's a piece of protective plastic here which you have to remove before you fit it. The thing swivels around and it's lockable with this collar here, and you can lock the camera on with this locking screw here once you've got it screwed into position. And here is another mount. This one is a stick-on mount which is designed for use on the dashboard. Obviously you could also use it on your windscreen if you wanted to, but in my experience these sticky things, they say they're 3M VHB tape, but I have my doubts. They might well fall off a windscreen, but it could be quite good if you want to stick it on the dashboard, which some people want to do. And this is a short cable. This is really for transferring data files from your camera to your computer. And you also get a little packet here which has in it some stick-on cable clips for clipping the cable to your windscreen or whatever, and a little tool here which is designed for pulling away the trim around the door of your car so you can stick the cable in behind it. I'll show you that later on in the car. And there's the book, and then there's a warning sign here you can stick to your car to say that there's a dash cam recording. And finally a card for you to send off to let them know that you're happy or not. So next thing for me to do is to read the instructions, fit it in the car and see how it goes. So here's a few stills. First of all, one taken with my phone of the camera and all the bits that come with it. And here's a couple taken on the camera itself, looking out of my back door in the snow, just to show you what the stills are like. And finally, there's going to be a few clips that I took while I was out driving yesterday. Yeah, that's fine.
And then you stated that you thought the Irish government was wrong in its approach to the backstop. Is there a way out for them now, given they've staked so much on it?
That's one of the reasons I was very wary about it. Really big problem with this backstop. Either the British are going to have to swallow it, or the Irish and the EU side back down. We're in a very dangerous moment when we get into that kind of dynamic.
Dan O'Brien, Martina Lawless, thank you both.
So it was a snowy day when I took these shots, as you can see. That bit of road's just wet really, not particularly slippery. And these shots you should be seeing the number plates. I did when I zoomed out and viewed it as a full screen. I'm not quite sure what it's going to look like on the Amazon site, because I know they do reduce the resolution of the videos. But anyway, just to show you the sort of thing that you can see. Again, when I stepped through this slowly, I could see the number plates. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to see them in the edited video. And the guy ahead of me was a bit nervous because he'd slipped a couple of times. And there I am, carefully avoiding a few pedestrians who were walking across the car park. And here I'm going up the hill, and again you've got pedestrians walking in the road, which you tend to find when it snows. Sorry there's no dark shots on this. I did originally put the the camera in the car to take some dark shots, but I wasn't able to do it that particular night, and because it was a snow day we were all sent home at around about 1 o'clock. I did hold on till about 2, but even so that was as far as I got with it. And you can see again going up a hill here, quite a steep hill, no problems with the car, and more to the point, no problems with the camera.